So in this video, I am going to show you how to complete the application activity, which is writing an email. So you need to download the template. Remember, for me to give you a score, you have to use this document. Okay, so this is the email document. All right. So let me show you the rubric, and the rubric is how you're going to get scored, okay? Below the template, there is this score. It shows you how I grade your assignment. So the first thing that they look at is the subject line. So the subject line for this assignment is right here. Now, when you do a subject line, you want it to be very appropriate. I'm going to use the email example that is found in our course. My name is Jessica, and I am writing about an expense report that I need Charles to complete. Now, when we write our subject line, we don't include any questions. So, for example, that would be really rude for me to say, "Here's the expense report." Okay, so just make it very simple and clean. I'm going to show you where the subject line is on a real email. So this information would be found right here. See, I'm writing it to Charles, and then my subject line is expense reports. Filled in the expense report, and that item is worth a total of 20 points. So I will mark you down for having question marks, if it's over 5 words. All right, the next thing is the salutation. The salutation is how you address the person. Since I'm writing this letter to Charles, that's who I need to address it to. In this information, and I write Charles. Okay, and since I know his first name, it's appropriate to write Charles there. A real email, the salutation goes just right below in this main box, and a comma. And then I start my new line. The third thing is background information. You need to give the person information about why you're writing the email. Let me give you an example. Finding that as I'm typing in this box, it's not letting me format it how I want. So I would actually recommend getting out of this box and just typing it outside of that box, because we want it to be professional looking, and we want all of this to be the same color. So I want this to be black. All right, so let me show you here. So I do not want this italicized. I'm going to unitalicize it. And notice I have Charles, and then in my background information, I tell Charles my name, what department I'm with, and I tell him specifics about what I am, basically background information. All right. So you can pause the video and read this, and I actually would recommend copying the format of this. So you probably will want to have 2 to 3 sentences in this first paragraph. So that background is going to be that information about what I'm needing. The main body paragraph is going to be the ask, your request. So let me show you what this looks like. Again, remember that you want it to be the same font as the previous paragraph. I'm reiterating this because I see this all the time, that students have different fonts. So in this second paragraph, I'm telling Charles what I need. I know it is short notice, but I'm up against a deadline here, and I'm wondering if you could put an expense report together for our department by tomorrow at noon. I know this might be pushing some of your own workload back by asking for this. So if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. I will do whatever it takes to make this happen. Okay, she's asking him for an expense report on short notice, but she's doing it in a kind way. All right, so that's the second paragraph. The conclusion is the end of your email, basically a sentence or two ending it. Okay, so look at how she responds. It's 2 sentences. Let me know if this is something that you feel you could do for me as soon as possible. I will wait for your reply. She's letting him know that it is expected to respond, not just to ignore. Then also part of the conclusion is ending the email. So she ends up, or I'm pretending to end it by saying, warm regards, comma, Jessica Riviera. All right, there are multiple ways you can end this. You can say something like, thank you, Jessica Riviera. All right, just be aware that it is professional. And the very last thing that we need to make sure is conventions. This is spelling errors. This is very common for me to see students doing things like this, not capitalizing the word I, or not putting commas. All right, so just after you finish writing it, read it out loud and check for those simple errors. It's 20 points. That's quite a bit of your grade. So at this point in the course, we should be writing complete sentences and putting periods at the end of our sentences. If you have questions about how to do this, please reach out to me and I'm happy to make a video. So basically, the email that you submit to me should look something very similar to this. Comma after the name, a first paragraph introducing who you are, second paragraph telling me what you need, third paragraph ending your email with a comma at the end of this thank you and then your name. If you want to make it official, you can even, put a pretend phone number or even an email address. All right, so again, if you have any questions about the assignment, contact me, okay? And if you are worried that you're not doing the right thing, go ahead and actually email me your assignment to make sure that you're going along the right route. All right, I'm happy to help in any way I can. Have an amazing day.